Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today I get to use another palette, a new palette from a company I really enjoy. I really enjoy this company, and without further ado, I'm just gonna hop into it. I got the Bonfire palette from Glaminatrix, but I also got the Grounded palette. Hold on, let me take this off. So she always puts this like plastic thing over top of the palettes because they're almost like they have like that leather feel, but they're not leather, obviously. It's probably like a vegan material of sorts. But anyway, so I got the Bonfire palette and the Grounded palette. They showed up today. I was so excited. I'm torn between which one I want to use. I really am. If you haven't seen the Grounded palette or know anything about it, here it is. It's so pretty. This actually came out of a April Fool's joke. She like posted a picture and was like, here's a new palette, and it was actually called Tones of Turd, and people just like exploded, no pun intended, people exploded over it. And she was like, what in the world, this is just a joke, but people love the color story. So she expanded upon it. She actually did release the Tones of Turd palette, but it is sold out. But they also have, she named it Grounded for people that didn't want to buy like a turd featured palette that had colors named after different kinds of poo. So anyway, it's super funny, but whatever, I don't know. People loved it, people bought it. It is sold out, but they do have, she still does have the Grounded palette. It is still available, like I said, but this is the newest release. This is the Bonfire palette. It is so pretty. As you can see, it looks like it's set out in like 4 quads. So here's one, and here's one. Obviously, you could do whatever you want. You can mix, which I prefer to do. But if you don't really have an idea, you can look at it and be like, oh, those colors will kind of go together. Or, you know, you could always do it in 3s and do like, oh, these 2 mattes and then this color, or these 2 mattes and then this color, or, you know, those 2 mattes, so on and so forth. You can do whatever you want, really. But they arrived today, and I'm so glad I was able to get them before things go into effect with the tariffs. And I'm in the United States, but I recently have seen a lot of posts from Glaminatrix, Cosmic Brushes, Cosmic Beauty. They've made a couple comments about the tariffs going into play, and they're not really sure how it's going to affect, 1, their business, and 2, the prices of their products, because they're not really sure what the percentages are going to be that are put on the products, because they're getting rid of whatever thing was in play to not have to further tax the product once it comes into US customs. I don't know a whole lot about it. I have a hard time understanding those types of things. But I really hope it gets figured out. I don't, whether she decides to open, any of those companies decide to open, you know, a US based warehouse, if you will, to be able to ship within the United States. I don't know how that's going to do, but I do know that Glaminatrix is, you know, obviously really concerned. She said 90% of her customer base is based in the US. So as of right now, I'm really glad that these palettes, I was able to get them both before this went into play, because I don't really know what's going to happen. This palette is still for sale, and it is $60, you know, and then you have to pay shipping or whatever. So, you know, $60 for a palette. I love the brand. I love everything I've got from them. I just, you know, I spend the money on it. You know, I want to support her and her business. It's just something that I enjoy, right? But it is pricey, and I don't know what that price is going to go up to, but I don't think that tariff thing is going to go into effect until August 29th. So there is still a bit of time that I don't know either if it goes like set from that date, that's when it comes in, or if it's like the ship date, the buy date, like I don't know. So I don't know if you still have time to be able to order this. You may already have it, but I don't know. I can't really speak too much more on it because I don't really understand all of it, and I don't really know. I don't have any answers. But anyway, I have been waiting for this palette. I'm so excited for fall. I'm glad to have a reprieve in these summer months with the hot weather, with the humidity. I mean, obviously it was still a little humid today. You can see what my hair is, you know, is doing. I can't tell you the amount of times I have clipped this hair in the back of my head and it just doesn't want to stay. It just wants to come out and do its own thing. But anyway, I'm kind of like over the humidity. So I am excited for fall, and I think I'm going to welcome it with doing a look with this palette. So anyway, if you want to see what I do, then just keep watching. So these aren't, dang, I just stuck my finger in it. Why am I like this? Oh. I went to pick it up and then like my finger slid on the packaging. Anyway, I really feel like I want to do something with these colors here, but I don't necessarily know that I want to use them in that little quad. Okay, so I think I want to pick up this pine color over here. And you do get a mirror. Tap that off. That is a very saturated color. Just be careful because it is soft, so there's a lot of kick up right there, like a lot of extra residual product. Again, I just like to make you aware. Try to go in light-handed, and I feel like I'm being fairly light with it, but you just don't want to get that all mixed into your other shimmers. So I'm just going to keep putting this on this inner part. I don't think I have to do too much more because I feel like the color saturation is quite beautiful. I think I'm going to take this color all the way across. I haven't done this in a while. Like, look at that, like the application. It just applied so much. It's so opaque. It went on nicely. I'm just gonna blend out this edge. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that brush off. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Wildfire here because I really want to see what that looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this AOA Studio 122 brush, just a flat shader brush. Look how pretty that is. I didn't wet this. I didn't put down any glitter glue. I did nothing. I really like this color. I think I want to go in with this green color, Embers, next. I'm going to pat that over where those two colors meet up, just to get a nice blend. I'm going to go back in with that Wildfire color, and again pat over where they meet up. And then I think I want to go in with Bonfire here, because I'm really interested to see how deep that color is. And I'm going to pick that up on this Blend Bunny B1 brush. I'm going to put that out here on that outer corner. And I'm going to go back in with that first brush with a little bit of that color. Go over top where those two meet up just to get a nice blend. And this color did go on pretty light, that Bonfire color, but I was able to build it up to what you see there. So it is buildable. And then I think I want to take that color, that Bonfire color, and go underneath all the way from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner on this lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that green shimmer color, and I'm just going to dab that just ever so lightly over where it meets up with that Bonfire color, just to get a nice blend. And I just really like how it looks when a shimmer goes over a matte like that, almost as like a topper effect. So I feel like then you can see just a little bit of that shimmer carry through. You know, just a little pop of something. I want to take a little bit of this kindling color here, put that on the inner corner. I'm gonna pick that up on this beloved filbert. We all know I have a little special love for filbert. Does my eyes deceive me? Does that look yellow? That is wild. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. So looking at this color, I was like, oh, it's gonna be really white, but do you see that yellow like shift? Hold on. Why are my lights being silly? Come on, camera. Do you see that shift of gold right there? That is what it looks like on the inner corner. That is crazy, because I really thought that was just going to be white. Well, dang. I mean, not an ounce of white. I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a little disappointed in that or not, because I don't know. I feel like I wanted white to like just be that random pop of like woo in my face, and then it kind of blends in with that orange. That is very interesting. But anyhow, I'm going to pick up Blaze down here, and I'm going to pick that up on this Moda round brush, and I'm going to apply that down here under the lower lash line, all the way from outer corner to inner corner. All these shimmers have applied beautifully. I haven't even gotten any of them wet. I haven't used any glitter glue, like nothing at all. I mean, you can tell because I do have some shimmery fallout all down here. So I'm sure if I wetted, I wouldn't have got that, but I just love the fact that they went on so nice. I'm gonna put a little bit into here. That's fun. Oh, that looks like fall. Reminds me of fall. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that eye like that, and then hop over to the other eye. I think for this eye, I'm gonna start with Ashes. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna pick that up on this Morphe E30 brush. Not really sure if this is going to be more gray or if there's going to be like an underlying tone to it. Well, let's go right here. Okay, it's like that gray brown, that like grayish, gray beige, you know. It's gonna make for a nice smoky eye. I think what I want to do is go in with Smoke. I'm going to pick that up on this random Morphe brush, just a fluffy brush. That is a really pretty color. I am just going to town with it. So I'm just patting and then like blending out here. I don't know, I got really enthralled in that. It's so pretty. That is so pretty. So I think what I want to do is leave that alone for just a second. And then I want to go in, ooh, do I really want to go in with Smolder? I do, but it's got like a purpley undertone, like the shift. Let's see. Let's see. See, there's the shift in it. Or I'm thinking I want to use Cinder right here. But I don't know if we're going to get the shift. I don't know if we'll get the shift in that. And I don't think I want to use them together. I think I'm just going to go in with Cinder, because I really want to see what it looks like. Like, I feel like this is like a shimmery, I don't know. Almost like it's gonna have like a lavender-esque type business to it, but some brown in there. That makes not brown, but like a silvery taupey color. So I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. I'm gonna dab that over where this darker outer corner is. Cause I think I'm just gonna leave that brown as the outer corner. I know, who am I? This one's a little chunky. And put it on the inner corner. Bring it down a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with this evergreen color, this dark green. And I'm gonna pick that up on this EO7 Glaminatrix brush. It's a small wispy brush. I don't know, let's see. Cause I don't wanna get too wild and I feel like it's not dope. Throwing stuff. I don't know how precise I can be. Like, I would like it because it's fluffy and I feel like it's gonna blend that color out, but I just don't know how precise I can be due to like the mobility of the bristles, because it isn't dense and they're just super fluffy. So in that case, I probably could pinch it a little bit. Get that spot. Then blend it out. Bring that up a little bit. It's very dark and smoky. And now I think I'm gonna take that round motor brush. I'm gonna clean it off. And I wanna pick up that smolder color. And I'm gonna go down underneath. Oh, this color looks like it's really pretty. Is there a lot of green in there? Hold on, let's see. Let's see what this color's doing. This is the smolder color. It's so pretty. So there's that. I think I'm gonna leave both eyes like that. I'm gonna hop off, finish them up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the finished looks. I'll go ahead and close my eyes. I'll go ahead and cover one eye. Cover the other eye. And then I'll go ahead and do a low light situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So to finish up the eyes, I went ahead and did a black wing line with the, what does it say? Liquid eyeliner from Beauty Bay. This is Domino. It's just a felt tip liner. It was right here in my drawer. I'm like, let's go ahead and try it. So I just went ahead and did that. And then I used the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner in Blackout. I love these liners. I tell you guys this every single video. I use them. I love them. They last long and they are inexpensive. So if you get them on sale, like I got these when they're on sale, it was like buy two get one free or something like that, but they're like $4.99, $5. So anyway, I went ahead and used that in the waterline. And then for the other eye, I used my KVD tattoo liner in Mad Max Brown and just did a nice wing liner over here. And then in the waterline, I used the Dimensional Dark Brown Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. I just felt like I wanted both of them to be dark. I don't know, I feel like all the glitter around, I wanted that to be the focus, and I just wanted to make a nice dark wing and a nice dark lower waterline. And then for my lips, I went ahead and used this MAC lip pencil in Cork. That's what it shows, like a darker brown. And then I used, did I? Yeah, I guess I did. It's sitting here, so I must have used it. It's right in front of me. I used MAC Acting Natural over top of that cork liner. It did a nice like cool tone nude lip, but then I topped it with this Dose of Colors Glass Petal Lip Oil. So it looks like it's supposed to be like shimmery. It's not super shimmery, it just makes it have like, not shimmery as far as like glittery, but it makes it look like it has that like glassy effect over it. So I put that over top, and then I used, what did I use? My Sephora Love the Lift mascara on the top, and then on the bottom I use this Clinique mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this short and sweet because there's not really a whole lot I have to go on about. You guys saw how everything performed. Like I said, my only gripe is, you know, just be careful. There is a lot of residual color there. So make sure you blow it out of there or dust it off or whatever you need to do to it so those colors don't mix in with the shimmers, because I just don't think you would like that. It's not fun when you get chunky like bits of matte inside the shimmer, or vice versa if the shimmers get into your mattes. So trust me, I had a palette explode and it was a mess, but you know, that's on a grand scale, so that's not really what we're talking. But I still don't want those pieces mixing in. Okay. I really like the palette. I enjoyed doing these eye colors. They're totally different, you know, for being Bonfire. I feel like she was able to draw different colors from different aspects of what would encompass a bonfire. You know, you got your dark smoky eye look, and then you have this fun fall, I don't know if I want to call it a festive eye look, but it is fun. It is very fall autumn-esque, and I really like it. Obviously you don't need to be as extra as I am in these videos. I just like to show you as many colors as I possibly can and show you how they perform. I was really taken aback by this inner corner color because, like I showed in the video, it looks like it should be white and it really came out looking yellow. So that yellow is really, that goldish yellow is really gonna come through when you apply that color. So I was kind of like meh about that. That's my only thing, because I was really hoping it was gonna be like a whiter color for that pop. So I don't know. That'd be my only thing, but everything applied nicely. Everything went on well. Everything blended out nicely. The mattes are super saturated, so I really appreciate that. This color, I don't know why, but I got so enthralled with that color. I was just sitting here, just putting it on and blending it out, and just, I don't know, I got really like into that color, and I was like, oh, hold on, that's right. I'm doing a video, let me get back to it. So anyway, I really enjoyed that. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about it. I really hope that she figures out, I think it's Kayla is how you say her name. I really hope she figures out how to overcome these tariffs, and that these tariffs really don't hurt these small businesses in other countries that a lot of us here in the US do support. I really hope that we're able to pay that tariff amount or whatever it is, that we're able to kind of come to a happy medium on it, you know, because makeup's getting expensive as it is, and I know things are really hard as it is for a lot of people, and it's hard to spend a lot of our money on what we're paying for makeup now. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I really hope it isn't bad, you know. I don't know. So I guess support these companies while you can, and you know, for this amount of time. I'm not really sure what else to say about it. I'm just going to keep my eye on it and see what happens, and hope that I can continue to support this company in any way that I can within my means, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to quit rambling. But if you have this palette and you love it, let me know. If you have this palette and you're like meh, let me know that too, because I love talking to you guys. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome here. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad for everybody that keeps coming back and watching my videos. I enjoy all of you, and I really appreciate you, and I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and well, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.